Hi Cancer, how are you? So for September we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do, I do say past, present, future, but the way I'm going to do is we're going to use one area of focus, what to focus on in the month of September, another area of direction, to the direction that we're going to take, and the other area is going to be the outcome of September, or where we want to go in the future, if we can be a bit more broad if we like. So with that, we're going to do 3 oracle type cards. So with the focus, we're going to pick this card. I'm just going to pick one out. So we'll leave that there, and I'll read this soon. And direction, we've got this one. Actually, we'll do it one more shuffle. We'll take this one, it's sticking out. And with the outcome for September, yes. Oops. It's funny. It's just, they really just, these cards beautifully align with each other, guys. There is a waiting period in September, but it's just beautiful. It's like waiting for a plan to take shape before you make things happen. That's the way I'm looking at these cards now. So a tree in winter may look dead, but you know it will bloom and grow again in spring. All life reflects this miraculous cyclical process. Be patient, trust and love. So I know that your month is about trusting and being more like being patient, because you've got the wait card here, and I'm going to show you this. So it's about things that don't look like they're going. It's like a bit stagnant energy is what I want to say with this month of September. So it looks like for Cancers, there's a bit of stagnant or waiting energy here, because I do feel you've got to have a strategy in place, because you've got the red fox, and here it's showing that you've got to have a plan. So look at this fox. If he's he's standing there looking up, but he's thinking about an idea. He's thinking about what's his next step, what his next plan in place. What steps is he going to take, and how is he going to reach that? So that's what I'm feeling with that in the direction energy. And with the outcome, it's time to wait, time to think on the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. I do feel that September is a bit of a waiting period where you're not going to rush into things, because you really do need to take that plan, make things happen, but have a plan in motion is what I want to say. So for the focus, we're focusing on looking at things on a bigger perspective, because we're patiently waiting for things to bloom, because things might feel like they're stagnant, but we know it's going to start growing and blooming soon. So even though it might be winter time, summer comes over and all the flowers bloom is what we want to say. With a direction in September, we are having a plan. We're being strategic about it, and we've got to have a strategy is what I want to say with this. And the outcome for September, we're waiting. Time to take time to think on the matter at hand, and don't be tempted to rush. So yeah, it is a time of waiting and allowing things to flourish before you get going again. So let's look at the tarot cards with this. So for the focus on September, we're going to have 3 cards of each. We've got the focus on September. Yeah, Hermit came up for the last people. So time of reflection, time of knowing that things are going to go, and you do know where you want to go, but no, there is you're feeling like you're stuck a little bit. So perhaps you're not. That's why the Hermit's come up. 4 cups. So we've got something that's a little bit not looking like you like it. It's like that energy of there's opportunities you're passing by. You have a Magician card that's saying you are going to create what you love. You are going to go after what you want. But there's a negative feeling here. It's like there's some thoughts here. So perhaps you're thinking about things, and you need to make a plan in place to get to the next level, what you want to do in September. But we will read this all up. And for the outcome, you've got the 5 of Wands. There might be some sort of drama coming up with people. 8 of Cups, you're walking away from something. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, holding on to money tight, or having a plan to bring you more money or success. You're walking away from something that's causing you grief or drama, or just not. But there's time to think about it before you rush in. So let's get an overall picture. So if we look at the September as a focus, we understand that things are going to go in a pattern, in a way, it all step-by-step way, because yes, things might not look like they're blooming because it's winter time, if you know, even if it's not winter where you are, but there's a little bit of a process where things will bloom and grow again in spring, even when it looks like there's nothing happening. That's the thought. We've got to focus on the bigger picture. Yes, it doesn't look like things are happening much around us, but it will eventually. There is a way that events happen in a certain way, and this might give you a time to reflect. The Hermit is a little bit of introspect, diving deep into yourself and what you want in life, and knowing that you've got to overcome some mountains, but you've got a light there, and you're going to have that plan, because remember, we've got the strategic plan here. So the Queen of Swords, so she definitely has a plan in place. She has her sword, the light's there, she knows what she wants, she's going to go forward with it. But there's a time of reflection and deciding on where to now. So the focus is on deciding on where to now, and knowing that things may not come to fruition at this time yet, because we have to allow events to take shape and timing to take shape before things can get going again. But see, there you might feel like you're a little bit stuck there, the Eight of Swords, but we know you're not stuck. It's just that you got to understand that things may not look like they're happening at the moment, but that's just an illusion. We know that when the trees have all their leaves off, we know the trees are going to get the leaves come back on. But it's a timing place. It's a timing, the season. So everything happens for a reason, and everything happens in the season, if you like that saying. So with the direction of September, we have to make a strategy. So we have to make a strategic plan of where to now. The direction for September is where to now. What can we do and to focus on? So the Four Cups, you are maybe not looking at opportunities that you like, or something has caused you that you don't want it. There's an opportunity being presented to you, and perhaps you don't really want to borrow it, it's not for you, or missed out opportunity even. But we have the Magician card, so that means that you are creating your life, but you're going to go a different way. You might be thinking about doing things a different type of way, maybe getting a new plan in place, a new commitment for yourself. But time to remove any things that to step on you or on your path. The Devil is about removing those negativities. There might be some fears or worries concerning you, because you've got the Eight of Swords next to it. So perhaps it's even about money, because there's the Four of Pentacles is next to it. So you might be having fears about money, but we know you're going to make things happen, because the Queen of Swords with the Magician and Eight of Cups, you're moving away from what no longer serves you. You've got a plan in place, and you can create that life that you want. So with the outcome for September, there is a waiting period. Take your time to think on the matter, but don't be tempted to rush. So there is a bit of a wait. So perhaps you plan things out first before you go ahead. There might be some conflicts or drama. Five of Wands, it might be for yourself even. You might be thinking doubts or fears, and you might be stepping away from a project or something that you're not loving. But I do feel you're moving on to something else, because if you look at this, you've got a plan in head. You know you can manifest it if you want, but you're walking away from something because you've already got that new plan now. So that's the way I feel that you guys have got a new plan in place. You know that things aren't going to happen overnight, but they're going to happen anyway. You just have to have a plan and a strategy on how the steps to go to get to where you want to go in life. But the Four of Pentacles is saying maybe hold off on spending, or you're holding money so you can save, but we'll get some clarity cards for that. So with the Hermit card, we have the Hierophant, or Hierophant, however you want to say it. So yeah, you do have all the knowledge, and like I said, it really goes beautifully with it, because we know that with a tree, when it loses its leaves, it gets new leaves coming back anyway, a new it comes alive again. So you've got that knowledge. You know things have to have happen in a certain way, because the Hierophant is Hierophant is all about rules and regulations. So things have to happen a certain way. So with the Hermit, we might have to have a reflection and understand that things happen a certain way. So with the Tree again, it might be winter, leaves go off, but come springtime, it's going to come back again. So things have to happen a certain way. So with the September focus, things happen a certain way before they can get going. So with the Queen of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups. So there are solutions. There is solutions and options. So perhaps you can think about what you want to do. Remember, we've got the Queen of Swords. She's already got an idea. So you are thinking about things. So there's an idea that you're thinking about, many options even. But you are going to decide. There might be just a little bit of a reflection. So that might be what's causing you, the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, like you can't get anywhere. It might be too many options even. So let's see what the Eight of Swords has to say with clarity. The Queen of Cups, yeah, you need to do something that you love, guys. You need to focus on what you love and going with that. So this is all about emotions, but also something she's passionate about. And that is what you're going to get. Find something that you're actually passionate about in those choices, and then go after it, because that's what's going to make you happy in the end. So your focus for September is finding what you love, thinking about how to go about it, and knowing that your success will come, but there's a certain way for that to happen, and a certain way that things happen and build up momentum before it can get going. So with the direction for the September, we have the Four of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups. So yeah, do something that you're imagining that you want to do. It's like, think outside the box is what I want to say with this. If you can see the fish in a cup, it's a bit different, you know. So think outside the box, think outside your perspectives, and find something you're truly loving. I know you're going to go for it, because the Page of Cups, he's going to go after something that he's been thinking about. So perhaps what you thought you wanted, you don't want it anymore. It doesn't entice you anymore. So you're going to think outside the box, and you're going to have that strategic plan to move in the direction of September. So you're going to change things up a bit, and you're going to go after something that's a little bit different than what you normally would do, but that's how you're going to do it. And the Magician, you can definitely manifest what you want, and you're going to create that love for what you want. And the Four of Cups, guys, again, right in the same row. So definitely something you're not liking. Missed out opportunity, but I do feel it's just something you just don't want to do. There's something you just don't want to do, because you've got two Four of Cups, guys, in the same row, mate. Mate, so that's just saying that you definitely don't like something. There's something you're deciding it's not for you anymore, so you're going to create something else that you love. And with the Page of Cups, it's going to be could be from the left field, you know, something completely different. So the Devil, and we've got 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, worries, maybe worries of money, but you need a direction. You need a new plan. So for the September, the direction to take is you need a new plan. You need to come up with something different. Don't worry about the worries and fears. You need to come up with something different, because what you're thinking is not for you. What you've been already thinking about or doing, it's just not for you. That's why you got the Four of Cups. The direction you're going in September, you got to change things up. You're not happy with how things are at the moment, so you got to change it up. So that's what it is to get to that 10 of Pentacles. And it's going to change you, because the 10 of Pentacles is saying that after you've decided that you don't like what you don't like, and you're going to change things up and get a new plan in place, it's going to bring that security for the 10 of Pentacles, because obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but for the future, it's going to bring that, it's going to be successful, that finances. So I do feel whatever you decide to change up in September, it's going to be, you reap the rewards for the future, because September is about changing plans and making things happen, and knowing that success comes, but it's a certain timing and events have to happen before things can happen. So with the Five of Wands, we have the Temperance. There's a need for balance, moderation, perhaps removing things, thinking even, or drama from other people, or walking away what no longer serves you, like agree to disagree even, we want to say. So perhaps wait. So if there's arguments with people, or someone wants to cause argument, time to think on the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. Don't be tempted to voice your opinion, and that may even cause more problems, because they may come at you even more. Perhaps it's time to just allow things to agree to disagree. You have that patience or moderation. That way you don't have to cause yourself any grief with extra burdens of worries. It could be even in your own mind as well. It doesn't have to be with people if this doesn't resonate with that. So the Eight of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles. So you're walking away from something because you want to create that abundance. You've got the money mindset. The King of Pentacles, he has stability and security. So you're walking away what doesn't make you money. You walk because you've got the Four of Cups. And that's saying something is not making you feel happy. You're walking away from it because you really want that abundance and stability. So perhaps you want a better income. You might want to go in business for yourself. You might want to switch jobs and change and get higher income. Whatever it is, it could be a project that you're doing or an idea or a hobby that you want to change into income even. So with the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords again, guys, in the same row. You're definitely feeling like you're stuck with money. But I do feel like you have to come up with that plan to find out how to increase your income. Perhaps finding a money-minded idea that's going to create that income for you. So let's get one more card for that, because we do want to see what's happening here. We had the Moon. So release those fears and worries here. It's listening to your intuition as well and going after your intuition. I'm going to do one more card because we want to just double check this, guys. At Four of Wands, happy card. So you will decide on what you're going to do. You will get that success that you want. So if we had to read what the focus is on in September, it's time to look at things from a different perspective. Know that there's a patience that's needed to you. So focus on being more patient. Focus on knowing that you have that things that have to happen in a certain rules or regulation. Things that have to happen a certain way before they can manifest into what you want. There's options that you've got. So focus on picking what you want to do and going after it. The Queen of Cups, like perhaps you're feeling like you're stuck, but so your main focus is focusing on what you love to do and know that the success will come, but there's a timing event. It all lines up a certain way. The direction for September is about having that strategic plan, having a plan in place, because you don't love what you're doing at the moment. There's something you're not liking, or you need to change something up to get to what you want to do. But think outside the box even. And you've got all the tools and manifesting powers that you can to create that happiness and love that you want to do. And release those fears or negative thoughts that may be making you feel a bit stuck. So that just come up with a plan is the September direction. Come up with a plan, and I think it's going to make you be more focused on what you love as well. With the outcome, there's a need to wait, patience, agree to disagree if there's arguments from others. If that doesn't resonate, maybe agree to disagree with yourself, even in your mind. Know that things don't have to be rushed. So there is that patience. September is about patience and waiting, but not just waiting and sitting around, but making a plan, having things go in motion. And knowing that there is something you're not enjoying, so change it up a bit. Find new ways of bringing in money if that's an issue. Again, release fears of feeling like you're stuck. About money as well, because you got that Four of Wands, and whatever decision you make in September, it's going to give you that Four of Wands in the future. So thank you so much for joining me here. I hope this reading has given you some insights, and I'll see you again.